Hello, my beautiful Taurus, and welcome to this timeless reading. Whenever you get this message, it's meant for you. If you're Sun, your Taurus Moon, Sun, Rising, Venus, welcome, and yeah. Okay. Why do I always fuck up with Taurus? Like, what the hell? Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Hello, my beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome to this timeless reading. Whenever you get this message, it's meant for you. I'm excited as a Taurus Sun to see this overall energy. It feels like it's in my destiny as well. I could feel it showing up for me. So I wonder if this is good for you. Like, okay, you're like, what is the overall energy, Sabrina? Okay, it's a partnership for the new age. It's time to welcome it. It's a 30, a 3, which is an Empress energy in the tarot, which is Taurus, Libra. And of course here it's romantic energy, but this could be a business partnership showing up, a romantic relationship, you know, a soulmate energy. Could also be a friendship or just a soulmate. Soulmates don't have to be always romantic. It could be someone that just a click that happens. That it's like it's time for you to meet this person. It's time for you to strengthen the bond with this person. There'll be like a moment in this relationship that just goes, like you'll level up. And it's like it's a dreamy card. It's like, isn't this supposed to be a dreamy life, you know, that we're on? You know, most of our life feels like it's chaotic and tornado-like. And it's fine because that's how we discover our true self and that's how we clear our vessel. But at this point, isn't this like a beautiful thing to have, right? And as a single person, it's exciting, you know, maybe scary. But like as a you know, someone who is already in a relationship, it could be just a leveling up within it. You know, it's like instead of the stagnancy of staying always in the same rut, in the same routine, you know, we're not, a lot of people, you know, strive for routines, but we're not here to live routine lives. We're not here to live in a box as much as they want us so much to live in that box. It just doesn't work. That's why a lot of souls get antsy. That's why a lot of fights happen in relationships. That's why because it's like you keep hitting the corners of the same box over and over again. You know, and what does that mean in a relationship? Think about it. You keep hitting the same patterns, right? And I just had a client a few days ago, and I talked about this. The red flag. You know, even when you're at the beginning of relationships, you start making excuses for your partner. They are already apologizing in their third date with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you're like, yo, like this is like, that's like, ding, ding, ding. Not the right people, right? They're not going to change. You're not going to change them. You know, like this is not what, we don't go into relationships because you think you have to change people. Or, you know, this is like the universe going, look, is that what you want? You're already starting to make an excuse for his behavior or her behavior, right? So if you're past those third dates and you're already in your 10th year of marriage, that's okay, because this is also saying, okay, now you're more aware. How do we move through this? How do we actually strengthen our bond here? Or maybe it's time to leave the bond and be okay with it. That's us moving into the next level. Not attaching so much. Like a lot of people will remain in relationships, like I have in my past, because the families, because of what are other people going to think, and because of other things, and they ignore their soul calling by doing that. I'm going to stay for the children. How many times have I heard that? I'm like, the children are not stupid. I'm sorry to tell you, but you think your kids get smarter because they get to 18 years old? No. Like, their kids are smart already at 5 years old, right? So, like, they sense. They're not like little robots. They sense. So, anyways, I find this a beautiful, I don't know. It's like it could even be a new relationship with self, right? But I feel like a partnership means another person coming in that's going to brighten your life, which is exciting. So let's begin. The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, what does that speak of? I love it. Look at her. She's like, look at these cards. I'm really amazing with the red. You know, the red is heart, it's love. The red is also root chakra. It's like getting yourself out of that insecurity, that, you know, like the needs. That's your basic needs is root chakra energy, right? Okay, you got the food, the shelter, the housing, whatever it is, you know, which is the same thing, right? The money, the job, whatever. But now, let's move out of this. Let's move forward. Ace of Swords is asking us to open the lines of communication with your partners, or open. I guess in my in my example would be like, open your freaking gates, Sabrina. Right? I've been closed a little bit too long now. It's like, open the freaking gates, like the access kind of energy. The Ace of Swords feels like full expression, like speaking your truth. No filters. Really, like, how do you level up in a partnership, in a relationship, in a friendship, you know, with your colleagues? With that, like, leveling up is not just like the person that you're going to sleep with. It's like everyone in your life. It means, like, are you fully authentic and truthful with every word that comes out of your mouth, with every feeling? That's this. It's like, let's get there. And yes, it might cut others. It might like wound other people's feelings. It might certainly do that. But are you here to always protect? Taurus will always protect everybody else and forget about themselves, right? Like, literally, if you look at the bull in the ring, and the matador is like fucking like stabbing it I don't even understand that, but anyways, it keeps stabbing it, and it remains alive and it's awake. Yeah, I can handle this, right? That's a freaking Taurus. Like, you guys, we all do this. We've all like, yeah, no problem. You want to yell at me? Yeah, you want to hit me? You want to undermine me? You want to like steal from me? Go for it. Yeah, I'm like a survivor. I'm gonna still go through that red flag, that red cape. Enough. You get one stab, stand back, become the observer of this, and say, what the fuck? It's an absolute no. Thank you. That's how you move into a new partnership. Anyways, this is also texts coming in, like voice, like someone reaching out to you with a message. Ace of Swords, I feel. It's a clearing. It's like, it's really clearing your path and getting you ready for this new. I love it. I really love this card for you right here. This one feels like she's like coming out of the Red Sea, and she's like cutting through all this limited belief systems, these fears that she had, that she doesn't lack mentality. I don't have enough money, so I just got to keep saving my money, or I can't live here. I can't. The root chakra is that. You're at the ground level, you're beginning your journey. If you look at it in a village, it's the peasant, who's gathering the food, and the farmers at the root. So it's like moving through that journey and saying, okay, I've done that. It's done. My framework is here. And now I got to start thinking about me. Because root is red, but it could also be heart. So I kind of like this. Okay, let's do this. Wow. Oh my God. Your current energy is the Hierophant. This is you, Taurus. I love this so much. This is an exciting story. Look, the Hierophant is you rooted in your belief system. Taurus rooted in, we're so freaking stubborn. It's scary, right? Everybody's nodding your head. Even if you don't even believe in something, but you're stuck on it. You're like, this is what I do, and this is who I am, and this is how I've been, and this is my tradition, and these are my principles, and this is my religion, and this is my thing, and this is, and that's the Hierophant. But now it's like this way of thinking has kept you small. And that's why the Ace of Swords here, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which is like air sign, it's like ready to blow away this firmly feet on the ground energy. Sticking to the ways that you always did things. Always going for the same man or woman in your life. Always going for the same jobs because you don't have a diploma. Because I don't have anything else. Instead of being like liars like them, which is great. It's just like, I don't really care. You know, being more flighty like them. Being like, oh, whatever, I'll get my job or however I get it. Taurus is like, oh, I need to go and like, I love it. This is you breaking away from your mindset. Your mindset that has kept you, you know, always chasing the red cape and not being the matador. Like, you know, like not trampling the matador or succumbing to the matador. Thinking that you can't make it bigger. I'm not saying Taurus makes it big in their life, or we're very much like leaders, we're very much that, but there's a part of us that will always, and it's beautiful, always take care of everyone else and protect everyone else before even thinking of ourselves, which kind of is a little bit scary to me. And the Ace of Swords is like, we're cutting through that bullshit right now. Right? I love it. And this could be marriage too, because the Hierophant speaks of marriage as well. And it could be like religion or cultures, your traditions, which is a big thing for a lot of people because they're like, I can't. I'm like, you can do whatever the hell you want because you're not that. Everyone thinks that you follow a religion, but religion is nothing. It means nothing. It's just a set of rules that have been given to you. And you're chosen to follow them. But you have no rules to follow in life. Right? And the Hierophant is asking, like the Ace of Swords is mostly saying, okay, what happened to you? Like where have you've lost yourself because you're following other people. Ways of looking at life and thinking and being. And that's what the partnership of this, it's so beautiful. Because how could you find a partner if you don't even know fully yourself? If you're not even being 100% truthful to yourself? You know, how could you find that business partner if you don't truly express to them that, you know what, I'm really shitty in sales, I'm more in marketing, and that's it, that's all. Like, you know, but Taurus, I know this from experience, was like, oh yeah, I can handle everything. Yeah, bring it on. Accounting, no problem. I can't stand it, but I'll do it just so I can keep the peace with my partners, so I can control over it. And I feel like, you know, it's not like we've been doing it all wrong kind of energy, but it's like, it's time to like let all these hang-ups go. You know, the Hierophant also speaks to me of you know, there's two versions of Hierophant. The tarot, the original, is that he's the bishop or the pope, right? Who's like stuck in their ways, their traditions. But sometimes you see the Hierophant show up in readings and they're spiritually like leveling up. So it's like you choose. And I feel like that's what's showing up for you right now in your life. You know, you've been skirting around the truth a little bit too much, right? You've been holding back from speaking. This is throat chakra. This is throat chakra as well. These are both like, go. Why are you holding back? The only way you can bring in this new for you is if you fully showcase who you are in all its glory, right? On all its like, and even if it in its darkness, if it's like people perceive you as like scary or whatever, it is what it is. I'm kind of enjoying this for you. And it does, like, it could feel like you already are in relationship. If you're already in a relationship, or even if you're single, you have this like idea of how it's going to be because you're you're holding on to your past relationships and you're carrying them into, oh, this is the kind of guy that likes me, and this is what I've, it's like, let it all go. Cut the bullshit. Like clear all the judgments and all the belief systems and all of it, the behaviors, the ideas. It's not who you are right now, right? This is a new version of yourself watching me right now. Next week will be another version of you watching me right now. So right now, when you're watching this, like, our attachments to our choices that we've made in the past cause disarray within current relationships, within current job situations, with current everything, with the flow of life. We cannot have flow if we are constantly bringing back the past. Well, you did this to me, and that had, like, it's over, it's done. Are you ready to move into a new free-flowing mindset? I just want to see what this is. 7 of Pentacles, which is Taurus again. I love it. Look at the 7 of Pentacles. Now, if you look at this, you're like, what does this mean actually, right? There's like a branch with a pentacle coins growing on it slowly. This is patience. Is a challenge, it means you're impatient. Right? You're like, yeah, Sabrina, I started to make changes in my life, but it's not happening. So what the hell, right? Taurus, freaking impatience. Like, I'm just gonna go through another red cape, right? I'm gonna go find another red cape to go through. And it's like, slow down, step back. I talk about this a lot, and I'll bring it up a lot. Stop trying, stop fixing, stop doing. I know it's challenging for you. You're like, no, but how do you think I'm supposed to make those millions? I was talking to a friend today. A lot of these readings are going to be about the friend that I had a conversation with, because I hadn't seen him in a long time. And he's like, well, it's like I imagine that I was sitting in front of my girlfriend, and I asked her to look at me, and she did, so I feel like that manifestation was done. I'm like, 100%, you did it. It wasn't a coincidence. He goes, but the bigger dream for me, I feel like it's going to take a while. And I said, no, the bigger dream can happen in 5 seconds. If you want $10 million, it could be right in front of you if that's part of your path. But we're impatient, so we're like, oh, I asked for $10 million, it hasn't shown up, so I guess it's not real. So let me go back to the old me. I'm going to go back. I asked for a partner, I asked for this, I asked for this, I asked for this, and everybody asked for everything, and they didn't get it in the week, in the day, in the year. It could be 10 years before something happens. But you got to trust that is the 10 years that you had to wait for it. This is huge. I'm telling you, people. And the partnership is showing up here means you're being like, the path is opening up for you, for this partner to come in. Stop resisting it. Stop the partner business. You know what I'm saying, right? So, or whatever this is for you, the strengthening of the relationship, but stop putting old judgments on the person in front of you or the new person coming in. Throw away all that you've experienced in your past, experienced in your now. Open yourself to the new. And it will happen. I'm telling you right now, Taurus, whoever's watching here, sun, moon, rising. When I see these cards, it's like here already for you. And like I almost feel like it's like God, your God self is like holding a bag of $40 million and saying, it's right here. It's right. I'm gonna put it in your bank account, or it's like that relationship is here. The guy, the knight in shining armor, is just standing around waiting for you to like get out of these attachments or these expectations that you've put on yourself of how you're gonna get something or how it's gonna happen or when, and that's all this here. And meanwhile, All of this is there. And trust me, I'm learning this too. So it's kind of exciting when you release, like, you know, a lot of you know this, that I created this thing, which I still have to do, like a workshop. TAP, trust, awareness, patience. Those are the 3 things that we need to learn. And this is this. Trust that it will come to you when it's right. And in the meanwhile, we're having fun. Because the only reason there's so much lack in this world and so much fear in this world and so much of that is because we don't trust the journey. We're always trying to make more money and trying to do these things and going on 1,000 dates and trying to find love and trying. Let it go. What a great reading. The 6 of Wands, bitches. I love this. It's so amazing. The 6 of Wands is victory, success. It's like, look at her. She's like, oh, I'm free. And it's, what is this? It's a throat chakra? Is it the same as the Hierophant? Yeah. Expression. I love it. Like, there's the, look at all this is Leo energy, by the way. What do we have? We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, telling you to get out of your stuck energies. Get out of this Taurus, like, this is what is supposed to happen. Taurus, Leo, freedom, fire. Like, it's like amazing to me. To me, I feel like you, and I'm only speaking to, I'm also speaking to you from personal experience, I guess, or feeling that I have that is going on in my life right now. I feel like this is like my reading. So get out of your shit, Sabrina, right? Stop bringing up the past. Because you're not going to meet an old version of your partner. You're not going to meet that old friend. You're not going to meet these people anymore unless you allow them to come back in and trigger you. Because once you fully release them and forgive yourself and forgive them, then those energies cannot no longer meet you with this new version of you. And that's that. So, can you be patient? Can you, please? Can you trust that what's unfurling in your life may not be going on the way it's supposed to in your life, in your mind, but everything is moving in a flow state that is not according to your plan. In your mind, like Aries had the same idea here, and it's the same kind of flow here. You know, like this branch is upside down now, right? It's like flowing downwards. It's like, yo, let's get it back up again. You're only setting yourself up for failure every single time that you want to go back to an old way. And this one is like, oh, let's get out of here. Ooh, we have 2 extra cards. Okay, so we have feel, don't think. Perfecto. Like feel your way into this. Like the mind will always come in and say, oh, you're wrong, you have to stay here, you have to do this, you're gonna, and your heart is like shut the F up. Like, anyways, you understand. I think you understand this because you've been here for such a long time with me. That as soon as the lower ego mind wants to come in and bring you back down into the past, you know what to do. Shut the F up, leave me alone, stop it. Just make it smaller and smaller and smaller until your heart takes over. And your heart is yes, no, neutral. You're more powerful than you know, 1,000%. And you know this. Like, we are so much more than we are. We keep falling back into these old traps. We keep falling back into these old mindsets, these old patterns, these old ways of being. And it's just like, at one point, like right now, I'm like that. I'm like, at one point, I'm done. I'm over it. That's why life gets a little boring sometimes for us, because you're like, okay, I ain't going to go back to that anymore. A new partnership means that something completely new. something you've never done before, because now you're open to something else. You're not going to meet, I'm not meeting this new partner as the old Sabrina. It's a new Sabrina, someone I've never met before, someone I'm recreating in this new story. And it's exciting because I'm going to meet someone new. I'm not going to go meet the old person. Because that old version of your partner, business, whatever it is, cannot even come in and meet you in this new way. And that's the beauty of this. So we have a heart, like a lover's card here. And the art says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. 1,000%. You know what? I had a client yesterday and we're talking about this, and she suffers from psoriasis on her, and she's constantly like grating her head. And I'm like, are you talking to yourself? She's like, yeah, I know you tell me all the time, but I don't. And I was like, okay. So it's like, again, we make choices in our life. We make choices in our lives, and you choose your happiness. You choose your health. You choose your love. You choose your peace and calm and freedom, and you choose it. You choose to do that for yourself. You also choose destruction. You choose your pain. You choose your suffering. You choose to remain in an empty marriage or an empty house or an empty friendship. You choose it. So what are you choosing? Ask yourself these questions. It's not that easy. Yes, it is. It really is easy. And it's like through the choices you make, when you start to feel lighter and you start to move into something like more airy, like the Swords card, and more fiery, like the fire signs, I don't know. That's when you're open to new partnerships. That's when you're open to new soul tribe members. Otherwise, you're still stuck in the old and you're still attracting the old. Oh, this makes sense. Melting mask. Blue hair, like I love. I'm going to make blue hair one day. Let's see. Allow, okay, I can't really see this. Let me see. Why force it? No more forcing. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. I actually want to read this because I'm biased. Because I'm a Taurus. I know I want to read it. So, a role becomes a mask when it distorts, constricts, or conceals rather than reflects the true expression of our spirit self. A mask typically arises out of the ego's desire to be real and in control, when in fact it is neither. The ego, like the body and emotions, are tools. Their function, when used appropriately and proportionately, is to give authentic form and expression to our spirit self. This card signifies a period of confusion, turmoil, or grief may follow the mask dissolution. It had once served you in some way, therefore it is a loss and can take some adjusting to, especially if there remains a significant identification with and attachment to this mask. So true, man. I love it. Observe which roles in your life feel good, natural, and autonomous. Ask yourself, what are my main roles at the moment? What does each one mean to me? Would I be more or less of myself without it? Would I be seen by others to be more or less without it? Such roles may include mother, father, daughter, son, friend, employee, employer, partner, student. Then ask, which of these roles are draining? Which are energizing? Do any feel like masks stifling me through obligations I often resent rather than lovingly fulfill? Oh my God, there's so many things here. So it's important for a mask to melt once the function had served tips into detrimentally constricting us at our highest level. Okay. Anyways, melting mask is like finally standing up to these energies, these people, yourself, and allowing it to just melt away and saying, okay, I'm ready for the new. The only way that can come in is by doing this work that we're doing. And it's phenomenal, by the way. And you're doing a great job, Taurus. And I know that because I know a lot of you. And like, keep on trucking, like they say in the States. So I'm going to give you one last message. This reading starts, I have no idea what day I am. This is the 16, 17, 18, 19. I think there's still happy birthday Taurus, right? Like we're at the end of Taurus. I can't forget about you guys. Okay. Look at this. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate action, and bring forth peaceful energy. Because why? Because we get to choose. I kind of love this. And this 2 cards fell out. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. So, Taurus, I leave you with this, but I feel like this was a powerful reading for any of you feeling a little stuck in your old ways. And it's just like there's something new coming in, and it could come in through an email, a text, a phone call from a friend. It could also be someone like setting you up on a date, or or just this opening the lines of communication within your marriage, within your business relationships, with whatever it is, friendships, but being open to express yourself. Because in expression, there's release. It's not about hiding. It's not about protecting yourself or protecting someone else. It's about fully exposing yourself. Full exposure. Full like, this is me. And fully falling in love with yourself again. So that you can be like, when you're fully in love with yourself, you can fully love someone else. Anyways, I can go on and on. All right, I'm going to stop here. So again, thank you to my Ko-fi members. You are all Tauruses that are watching here. I really appreciate you. If you want to support me on a monthly basis, please do so. The link is below. Also, you can support me by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, whatever it is, and super thanksing me, book a session, whatever. All the things. Do it. I love you. You with or without. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.